glad. Um, so this is my favorite kind of presentation because you all get to move while you're listening. So keep moving. Keep moving. That makes me very happy to see you all moving than not sitting. So keep moving. I'll share this little, I have a little slide, but I really want to hear from you all. But I'll share a little bit about the benefits because I think you'll appreciate them. Dan, can you see this okay? Yeah, okay, beautiful. Um,
Yes, we can see it.
you can see it. Okay, perfect. So these are boring on the screen. It's mainly for me. So I want to share these with you, but also tell you kind of what research we have and then also just what experiences and some fun stories that I've had as well, because I hope it will inspire you to just keep bouncing and keep moving. So the first thing, everything that you're doing right now, for those of you who are on the rebounder or are on the rebounder as we speak, you're stimulating your lymphatic system, which you probably have heard and know. So your lymphatic system doesn't have its own pump like the heart. So you have to move it to get it moving. You've got to actually physically move. And specifically, vertical movement is really great because of the direction that the lymphatic system flows. So by taking this little bit of vertical movement, you are stimulating that flow, which is going to be good for your immune system, good for cellular health, good for detoxing. So you're making space in the body for other systems to function. You don't have to have so much energy in your body going towards the lymphatic system because you're getting it moving a little bit more. So that's part one that I love. That's a really hard one research base to prove. We have tried to do studies, but you have to inject the body with a dye to actually x-ray and see the lymphatic system. And there's not many people who are willing to do that. So it's a difficult one to prove theoretically, scientifically, but we have seen and had many physical therapists and doctors share that benefit, which has been fun. The second one, which I want to bring up off the bat, is which you know is it stimulates your vestibular system. So it's really important. This is a great little bit of research. We're working with the Star Institute in Denver, Colorado right now as well on this, and they deal with a lot of sensory disorders. We work with neurologists, doctors who are working with athletes who have had a few too many concussions to help their brains get sharp again for hockey and other sports. So we're seeing from this bit of work that the anti-gravity, so the extra G force or gravitational force that you have to work against while you're bouncing, helps stimulate the muscles in the joints, and also being on this malleable surface with the bungees, which are nice and soft. So this combination of that is actually stimulating the vestibular system, which is going to help you with the balance and the proprioception and also fall prevention, which we'll get to, which is really great. And then I noticed, you were doing all of these sensory exercises on it. That's even more bang for your buck. So if you take all the sensory exercises you would do on the solid ground and you take them on here, that is the best of all worlds because you're combining the gravity and the malleable surface with all the sensory work, and so you're going to get a lot of really good input by taking it on the Bellicon, which I think you all, that's what might be what you're experiencing, Dan, with your progress mainly. You're strengthening your pelvic floor, which is a big one. A lot of people say, well, I hop on the rebounder and I have to run to the bathroom immediately, and they get really discouraged. And I say, worry not. It actually will strengthen your pelvic floor because you're firing the involuntary deeper muscles from being on this soft surface. So with time, that gets better. That improves as well, which is really great for all the systems in the body. You're also increasing your bone density, which is amazing. So because you're working against more G-force or gravitational force with the up and down motion, you are increasing bone density. And we've had some amazing stories with Bellicon customers who have osteopenia, which is the precursor to osteoporosis. And they'll call in and say, I've been bouncing. It's the only thing I've done differently. And my bone DEXA scan has improved. And I can't believe it. And so that's been really exciting to get that feedback from people and hear that they're seeing some really amazing results from that as well. You are improving your proprioception, your coordination, your balance. Amazing. You can use the bar, of course, but in time you may find that you can take a finger off or an arm off and play with that a little bit. And I have to say, I'm watching you all bounce. You are bouncing more effectively with better upright posture than I have some of my teenage athletes do. So you should give yourself like a little round of applause because your form looks amazing and you're in a great alignment and a great system. And I can see some of you are releasing the bar and working independently. So kudos to you. It's working. You are strengthening your heart and your stamina. You are de-stressing and relaxing and improving your focus. You are strengthening your muscles, improving your mobility. And we have also a new study at Stanford that is proving to be very promising right now, although the results haven't come out yet, that it will improve your sleep. So we have a sleep study happening there that's been really interesting to follow along to. Your posture is really important, as you all know from watching the videos. So you'll find that you can't really cheat posture on here. If you're not nice and aligned, the Bellicon will tell you you'll feel a little shaky. So it forces your body to get into that aligned system as you're bouncing, and it will improve your posture. Of course, you know it's gentle on your joints. The bungees absorb a lot of the shock. And then my favorite two are improvement of cell function. So with every bounce, your cells are expanding and contracting. So it's really great for bringing nutrients around the body, improving literally cell function, even on the smallest level of the body and all the systems, including even your skin, which is kind of fun to think about. And then obviously the deepest systems in our body, all the way to our blood and our veins and everything flowing in between. And then fun. I think the fun is an underrated benefit that we can't prove in a research study, but it's the most important benefit for me, and it's why I rebound. And is that I don't enjoy cardio. I don't like the treadmill. I don't like anything else. I was a swimmer, so I'm used to the water, and so I needed something fun. So I hope it continues to be that for you. And then last but not least is your fall prevention. So I have a really fun story. I had this client in Chicago. She was in her late 80s when she started rebounding, and she came to me because she had a really bad fall on the ice in Chicago during a snowstorm. She came to me on crutches, and she had been with physical therapy. The physical therapist called me and said, "Hey, I know you do this rebounding thing. I think she could benefit from it. Can you give it a try?" And she walked in with crutches, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what are we going to do? And we worked together along with a physical therapist, and she is now in her 90s and bouncing completely independently in her home with her bars. And it's the coolest thing. I'll show you a video a little bit later from her, but I love it because it's a reminder to me that even in your 80s, no matter your season of life, your injuries, your special conditions, what you've got going on, there's this room to grow. And I've seen that with all of my clients, and I think it's what keeps me doing what I'm doing, or you guys. So know that you can work here, you can grow here. So for fall prevention on the Bellicon, you want to really focus on posture, which you all doing a great job of, and your alignment. So stacking the body and just keeping the movements as small as you need to until you find that posture. The bars are great, which you all are using just for peace of mind too if you need it. You also stick to closed chain bouncing, which is the bouncing with your feet in contact with the mat, for as long as you need to. And I always get the question, is that as good as bouncing big? Yes, it is, 100%. You're firing everything up. So stick to that feet on the mat bouncing, because it will give you the same feedback that you need, but it's a little bit safer, and you'll warm up the body in the right way. I also tell people to train cardio, strength, and coordination in that order. So you have a little bit of everything to work on. You're training your stamina with the cardio. You're training your strength to be able to get up and down from a fall. And then the coordination is the most important part for the vestibular system, so that you don't fall to begin with. So all of these little coordination moves that we do, and head turning and fingers turning, that is one of the best things you can do for fall prevention on the Bellicon by far. You always want to warm up with some mobility work, which I saw from your workouts that you did. And then choosing a bungee strength that's appropriate for you, which I know the bungees you all are working on. We've got 2 different strengths in there, so making sure that's great. Another thing we can think about is training around the world. So the cool thing is that, when you get on a treadmill or an elliptical, we're really limited to this front and back movement. But when you're on this round surface, you can move side to side, you can rotate, and it gives you this 360-degree surface to go in every plane of motion, which is really, really great for us to train in. So we're used to not being here, but actually being in every position spatially. So I love that. When you're doing your training, keep training around the world. And then I hope you add some music. That's the last fun part of fall prevention, is trying to find the beat. The music actually serves a really great purpose. If you find the beat, you're training a whole nother skill of coordination, because your brain and body have to coordinate movement with rhythm. And that's in itself a wonderful skill to have. So keep doing music. I even tell people, pick out their favorite song. It doesn't have to be one of the songs I play, just your favorite song, and dance on your Bellicon at night. And that will be like enough benefits for a few hours of your day. So music is everything. So those are the two main things I want to go through with you all. I think it's fun to hear because there's a lot of rebounders on the market, and I don't say this coming from a salesy point, but it's really from experience. Years ago I owned a studio in Chicago, and I went through maybe 4 brands of rebounders, and they kept breaking, and I wasn't quite finding the right feedback of the bounce. And then I accidentally found Bellicon. A friend of mine in Chicago was supposed to go to a meeting, and her car got stuck in the snow. And so she called me and said, "Hey, can you swing over to this meeting for me? It's some German guy with a trampoline." And I'm like, "All right, I'll go in." And I ended up going in and falling in love with this product because it was kind of an experience of bouncing. I had been bouncing for 10 years, but I hadn't experienced the feeling that I feel on these bungees. So you're on kind of a unique system here. It holds more weight than other rebounders, and you can customize it for your needs in terms of bars and strengths and legs and colors and all of that. And then of course we've got a training program to go with it, which is always fun, which you all know about. I want to show you this video. This is Virginia. So she's the one I was talking about. She is one of my favorite people right now. This is her little apartment in Chicago. And she started off, this was the one who came in with the crutches. She started off years ago coming in. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Dan, you can let me know if this plays and you can hear the audio. But it's fun to hear from Virginia. Can you hear it?
No.
Hello, I'm Virginia.
Now we can.
I'm going to tell you part of my daily work. When I first started working out on a Bellicon, I wanted to be able to jump with everybody else. I was encouraged to use the bar so that I could do some of the exercises that I wouldn't have dared do. I had no balance to speak of. It's always been my aim to work without the bar as much as possible because it means I'm challenging everything, most of all, the fear of falling that's in my head. I mean, you know what everybody says to 82-year-olds, if you fall, you're dead. So I'm trying to avoid that. My real aim is to be constantly steady and unafraid to walk anywhere. Fayth gave me a schedule 3 times a week, which consisted of Monday night Bellicon, Wednesday Pilates, and Sunday yoga. And then was challenged to do a marathon. Every day, one of the 3 things for 30 days. And I did it. I was then, that's right, the 1st of May, I was 79 years old. And it worked. And it got me started. I felt better at the end of the 30 days than I had felt in years. The exercise that makes us stronger and also makes us live longer and makes our brains work better, that can lead you easily to Bellicon. It has given me a pleasure in my body and stamina I never dreamed of having, and really at almost any point in my life. There are also the myths that, oh, people don't sleep and stuff like that. It's because they sit. I sleep as well as I have ever slept. I tend, by the way, not to sit still. It's very bad for the aging body to sit still for very long. But when I sleep, I sleep. And when I move, I move. Keep moving. Movement is life. And thank you for bouncing with me.
Okay, can you all hear me?
That's awesome.
Virginia speaks better than I do. That was 10 years ago, so it's a really, really old video. She's much older now, but the point of it is she's doing more now than she did in that video. And so that's what's inspiring is what I call her now. I should have invited her on. She's doing more now than she was then, and she should have been doing the opposite, going downhill. So it's been really fun to see. So that's all from me. I want to hear from you all. What questions do you have? What can I share with you that would be helpful? More than anything, I feel like you all have shared so much with me. So I feel like I'm the lucky one to be here today. So I'd love to meet you all and hear anything that you have to share. And Dan, if there's anything I can talk about more, let me know.
So Faith, one thing that's on my mind right now is how much is too little, how much is too left, too much, and what are the risk factors, kind of in between, I guess.
Yeah, it's a really good question. There's definitely no, you do what's best for you. We have a woman in the UK who I just interviewed. She has Lyme disease and she had a horrific blood work, was really in a poor state with the disease. She bounced 2 minutes every day for a series of months, and she did it every hour for 2 minutes for about 5 hours a day. So it was 2 minutes at the top of the hour. That's it, just 2 minutes once an hour. And she went back after 3 months, and her blood work was almost normal, and her doctor was shocked. And so she was only doing 2 minutes. So I really, there's no too little or too much in terms of that. I always tell people get on for one song, truly one song, your favorite song that you can listen to, and start there, because even that, you're immediately getting lymphatic system moving. And then in terms of too much, I'm a believer that as long as you're pain free and your heart rate is okay and you're functioning at a normal rate, that there's not too much movement. So keep moving.
So 7 days a week is okay.
Yeah, as long as there's no pain, bad pain in terms of like you feel like you need a recovery day. But I think that you all are working gently enough that 7 days should be absolutely fine. But if for somebody who was doing, say, like high intensity training or something really hard, I would tell them to have a recovery day. But I think for your level of where you're bouncing, it's fine.
We really encourage people to listen to their bodies and let their body tell them when they're tired, when they need rest, when they
Exactly.
go more and stuff. And that seems to work out pretty well for us with MS, because MS tells us when we're done.
Exactly. Listen,
When,
listen to
when we're
the
done,
signs.
we're done.
Listen to your body's signs. It's informative. If you feel like you can go a little further, go for it that day. But if you need a day of rest, your body's informing you. So take it.
I
Absolutely.
think we're gonna get some questions here.
Tell me your names.
Okay, I'm Anne. Nice to meet you.
Can you hear
Hey
Ann?
Ann.
Yeah.
Faith, can you hear Ann?
Yes, I can. Hey Ann.
First of all, where are you?
I'm in North Carolina now. I'm
Oh,
from New York originally, and I spent 7 years in Chicago. And when we had our daughter, we moved down here a little closer to some family I have.
oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So my question today is about the time of day. Dan
Hmm.
is an early morning person. He started a class here at 6 a.m. I did not show up for that.
Not yet.
He said not yet.
We didn't give up on you.
Yeah. I did come to an 8 o'clock class when he started that, but I was just wondering about different times of day, like mid-afternoon is tend to be when I crash. And I was wondering if maybe I would do one song. I also have had sleep issues that come and go. And I was wondering about that evening because they do suggest not to do anything too energizing before bed. So if you could just tell us more about timing of the activity. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. First of all, I'm with you, Dan. I hate to say it. I don't think I'd make your 6:30 class either. Wish I could.
We tried, Faith.
The early riser, and I've taught so many 6:30 classes, and everyone has been difficult.
We didn't give
I'm
up on
always
you
impressed
either.
with you. I love it. You guys are amazing. Yeah, time of day. So I think it's really, really unique. We have this sleep study happening right now at Stanford, and I don't have the conclusive results out yet. But what they think is happening, and I will try to explain it as anatomically as the doctor who's doing the study did for me on the phone, is that there's Kate, feel free to join in. You've got in your brain and the skull lymphatic systems, and what they think is happening is that when we bounce at night, it's actually helping to kind of drain this system from the brain and release inflammation and actually calm us down and help with sleep, kind of help calm the nerves, if you will. So it's looking very promising. So I think if you do a gentle bounce at night, that it's no problem. I would just try it. I bounce at night. I bounce first thing in the morning when I wake up, and I bounce at night. I'm with you in the middle of the day. Sometimes it's really difficult to get energy levels up. So I would absolutely try it. I just wouldn't do like crazy high intensity, something very relaxing and calming where your heart rate is staying at a low beat per minute for nighttime. I think that would be fine
Something.
throwing on your pajamas. So I would do it. I would play with your time of day. I also love it first thing in the morning. You're going from a horizontal position and your body could use some stimulus to, align you for the day. Literally align you posture and also mentally. So if you wake up first thing in the morning and you feel like you have energy, hydrating first. I always tell people like hydrate a little bit of hydration first, and then a very, very light bounce when you wake up is really, really nice way to start your day. Short, 5-10 minutes max, or even 2 minutes if that's what your body's talking to you to do. So I think you should try different things until you figure out what works, and then kind of stick to that routine for a little while and see how your body responds.
There's actually no research to say whether if you do like energizing things before you go to bed, it'll impede you from a good night's sleep, which is pretty interesting. Now, everyone is their own person, so you may be affected differently, but there's no conclusive evidence to say that people who exercise like the hour before they go to bed have any worse sleep. So, of course, listen to yourself, but it is a good question.
Just so everybody knows also, with the Pelican Plus program, Fayth actually has videos already made about helping with your sleep.
Yeah, that's my favorite time. This is a pre-sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
can
those,
do it.
those videos are already made. So.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Yeah, it's a little bit on the Bellicon, a little bit off, so you can do a mix. And they're short. You can give them a try and see if it helps. But I love bouncing before bedtime. It really helps me. If I don't get a little bit of movement, I can't lay down. So, yeah.
I think Roxanne has a question.
Hey, Roxanne.
Hi, my question, well, I love rebounding, but I'm not on one of the rebounders. Because I found when I was doing it, it activated the arthritis in my hip.
Yep.
And so after x-rays and talking to the doctor and stuff, I decided she didn't say not to, but I decided I shouldn't be on the rebounder. Do you think that's true, or do you think that I could still go on it if I?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So we have some nice research and physical therapists in Germany around arthritis specifically, and we have an arthritis program that one of the physical therapists developed. What you want to pay attention to, and it's just like any form of exercise when you're working with arthritis, is really your alignment and that you're executing all the exercises with the best alignment, and also that you're working on a bungee strength that sometimes you need a little bit more support. So that you're able to stabilize the joints in a healthy way. So sometimes if you go on a bungee that's a little too light, you're not stabilizing enough, and that might be what you're feeling. But the bungees absorb actually about 87% of the shock. So we usually find with arthritis, it's really comfortable and it's really beneficial. And with the physical therapists we've worked with in Germany, we've had some really good feedback. But we might have to try a bungee strength that's a little more supportive for you, and really working slow and kind of being a stickler on all of your hip alignment. We also have a band that sometimes we'll put around the mid thigh to kind of activate your outer glute muscles to help. So I would say I would not give up on it yet, because I've worked with a lot of people. You just might need a little more one-on-one love to help with your alignment and to help activate the glute muscles a little bit more and check your form, and maybe a little more supportive bungee. Find me. I'll try to do a Zoom with you. You'll have to borrow one of the Bellicons. We could do a one-on-one and check it out. Yeah, you can show me where you have pain, but I think you should be okay with the right instruction.
So Annette has a question.
Hi, I'm Annette.
Yeah.
I love your videos, and I do get up at 8 in the morning. I normally don't do that, but it's like I do. And I want to say, like I have a primary progressive MS, but I have a problem with like bladder problems, and
Yes.
I'm finding that since I started this, I have more control over it. So I'm hoping I don't have to take Botox shots more often, and that works really, really well. So I'm really, really happy with this, and I'm hoping that I have better balance. If I keep on doing this, I'm gonna have better balance, because that's the thing it scares me. I don't want to fall down. I have
Yes.
not fallen down yet, so I'm going to make sure I take care of that. And I really enjoy your videos.
Oh.
Good. So
Thank you for
thank you
sharing
for
that. That's amazing that you feel better with the bladder. I thought you were going to ask me for tips on it, but you figured it out on your own. That's amazing.
it's the what I have control, so hopefully I don't have to wait. I can only have a shot like once a year. So
Yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of you. The balance will get better. It will. You know, we've worked with two, aging bodies, but also people who have had a lot of blows to the head. We had some hockey players in Chicago, and we worked with their neurologists because they had really lost a lot of the functionality. And it was interesting to see everything build back up. But it's slow sometimes, but just stick with it a little bits at a time, and know that it will get there. And just even what you're doing now, and with a little turn of the head, is challenging your balance. Yeah, exactly. Even just that. Yeah. You did it with no hands. It's awesome.
So Donna has a question.
Yeah.
Hi, Roxanne. Or, no, I was gonna say, I agree with Roxanne. I bought a, rebounder. Started it when Dan introduced us to the idea, but gave it up probably too early because of back pain and arthritis in my back. So you mentioned adjusting it to a different level or something. Is that you have to buy a different rebounder that's the correct level, or can I adjust what I already bought?
You can adjust what you already bought. Yep. So
Yeah,
the
She does not have a,
change
Fayth, she does not have a Bellicon.
no,
That's okay. Send me what you have, and I'll look it up for you based on that brand. I know on the Bellicon we can just change the bungees out and adjust them for yours, but send me what you have, and I'll look it up for you. Yeah. The other thing too with the back, we've got accreditation from some big back organization in Germany that's accredited us as a spine healthy form of exercise. So it's definitely really great for the spine. Also, the discs get a little massage through each bounce. So but the issue that if somebody says they have back pain, almost all the time, it's that the core muscles are not activating enough. So I usually have to be such a pain in the butt to try and find different ways to get them to fire the core. And then when we're able to get the pelvic floor and those core muscles a little bit more awake, then that goes away. So I usually will tell people to bounce really short periods of time, like 3-4 minutes a day, trying to really hold the core muscles in the right way, and then they're able to build up. But it takes some time to build that core strength, and then usually they're able to find that alignment. So I wouldn't give up on it yet. It really wouldn't. But I would say, like, we kind of have to go baby steps, less time and more focus on our really deep core muscles, really, really deep core. And don't bounce with your feet off the mat. That would be the other thing. Keep your feet on the mat, because that will help activate your deeper core muscles. When we start to bounce high, it's a little more difficult to keep that engaged. It takes more strength. Yeah.
I can also throw another plug in for the Bellicon Plus program. Fayth has thoracic back and lumbar back, and what's the other back? You have like 3 different spots of your back, specific exercises for them.
Yes, yeah, little bits, and then also the pelvic floor. Sometimes that's what we need first, is the pelvic floor. We have a pelvic floor program too. After I had my third baby, I really had a big abdominal separation from that birth, and I had back pain, and I couldn't jump without peeing for a while. And it took me, I had to remind myself to slow down, that it was okay to do tiny bits, and it did take time, but I think that I think you can get there with that little bit of core strength a day. Because when we're on a bike or an elliptical not so much, but even the seated bike, our core muscles don't have to do as much work. But then when we come standing and we have to stabilize, it's a lot of work. So we have to kind of just do less amounts.
Anybody else have any questions at this point? So, Fayth, do you mind if I put a couple people on the spot and show them?
Oh gosh. That's fine.
Question. Okay.
Hey Faith, how you doing? My name's Angie.
Hey, Angie.
What's the benefits of jumping with shoes and then also jumping barefoot?
Yeah, it's a good question. So I if it's not high intensity bouncing, I prefer barefoot because you get to strengthen the muscles of the feet a little bit more. The only contradictions to that would be if you've got a lot of pronation or rolling in. Sometimes people may want a little support, but if you're able to stabilize in what we call a tripod foot, which is kind of weight equally placed on the heel and the ball of the foot, if you can stabilize there, I love barefoot bouncing. You get the feedback of your foot on the mat, which is really great for sensory input. You get the strengthening of the deeper muscles. So I love it. If you'd want to do sneakers, it's okay. The mat can handle it. You absolutely can. And we usually recommend it for more high intensity training where they're kind of really jumping high and fast, or they're going onto the floor and back up again, and they're going to be on the ground. So do you have shoes on now, or? Yeah. So and at the end of the day, I would say do what you're most comfortable with. The mat can handle either, so you do what's best for you in terms of stability. Of course. Dan, I lost your audio. You still there?
I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay, I think there was just no mic.
Any other questions? No. So Pam doesn't know I'm going to do this, but. Joan, you're next.
Joan, I think I met yesterday, right?
All right, hang on. We got another question here. Oh, yes.
Hello, I'm Linda. This is my first time here.
Oh, hi, Linda. Way to go.
My very first, and this is my friend Jan. Oh,
hey, welcome. That's amazing.
The question I have is, how much do these things cost?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a legitimate question. So they start this particular brand, the smallest model, there's different sizes and different things you can do, is about $599. I have had several people call in and they're able to get it covered through their health insurance plans. So I would check your insurance because I am handling more of these issues now where they're taking it. There's an allotment now for fitness equipment, so I would absolutely check that. But they're about $599. They have a lifetime warranty on the frame, so they should last you for a lifetime in terms of that. And I think I shared with Dan, if my memory serves me, a coupon code, so you guys, we can get a discount for you all as well if you want a little coupon off.
Yesterday Faith gave me a discount code and we can get $50 off of Peloton. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good question. We do payment plans and that sort of thing as well. And then it comes with your Peloton Plus membership for free for a little while, for 30 days too, so you can kind of check out all the workouts and move through. A good logical question.
just so everybody knows, the Peloton that's over here has basically got the original mat on it, and I replaced a couple bungees, but not all of the bungees, and it's about 10 years old.
Yeah.
So that one about 10 years ago, and we're still using it. So.
Yeah, they really last a lifetime. The bungees will be the only thing you'll have to swap out for the most part, but I still have my 10-year-old one too. So. Way to go! Hey, that was good form.
Yeah. So when Pam started here, you don't mind, do you, Pam? I didn't think you did. You didn't have a choice either.
Hi, Pam. I know you more than you think. I've heard about you, and I've seen you in pictures. It's nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yep. So Pam's got other challenges in life besides the MS. She's battling some cancer. And when she started, she actually didn't have a real good diagnosis for a while. And then she ended up switching some doctors and got onto a different protocol. And just this last year, she ended up doing a triathlon with a cancer group. And again, the lymphatic system, as soon as I, introduced the lymphatic system to Pam, she wanted to do it at home. So she bought one and she started doing it at home. And then she started coming to our 6 o'clock class in the morning and been very consistent. And when she first started over here on this machine over here, she was, basically white knuckling it in order to, keep her balance up and everything like that. And just today, I would like to have Pam show us a little bit of a jumping jack first. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey.
Yeah. And now we gotta see around the world, Pam.
Awesome. Pam, you need to know that I have teenagers at a college who I work with that cannot do those two movements, who are supposed to be athletes. And I'm not just saying that. They shock me. They come in and they can play football and all these things, but they don't have the balance and the body awareness and the coordination to do those two movements. So you need to know how amazing that is. The cheer that I just had was real. Way to go. It's awesome.
All right, Joan, you're next.
Thanks.
It pays to show up at 6 in the morning, doesn't it?
Hey, Joan, I think we met yesterday, right?
We did.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah, and thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Joan is really still continuing to work on her balance, and she joins us on our Monday afternoon hikes all the time. And we measure the success of a hike by how many times Joan falls. She started out, 7 or 8 falls, and she'd get back, bounce right back up, and then she actually had one hike here a few weeks ago that she walked. Was it 4.5, 4 point some miles, and it had 0 falls.
Wow.
That was my best. Great day.
Way to go.
And the next week she fell about 7 times. So that's life with MS, and but I think another really interesting story with Joan is she's got this baby granddaughter, right?
Oh.
She was really concerned about the safety of the granddaughter while she was carrying her around and stuff like that. And the way I understand it now is that she's very confident with carrying the granddaughter around and with her balance and things like that. So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That brings me so much joy. That's amazing.
And again, and that's happening, right here, in this place, and so it, and this, these are people that have very challenged balance problems, so yeah.
How old is your granddaughter or your grandbaby? One. My kids started bouncing when they were about 18 months old.
Oh, wow.
And it's been interesting to see their coordination it's really good. My parents told me I was crazy. They're gonna fall off. And I said, it'll be okay. I put it in the corner of a wall, and their coordination really and their strength and their alignment really improves. So we'll have to get your grandbaby going with you. You can grow together.
Ben, I'll bring her in, Dan.
Yeah. There's a little mat.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah, there's a little mat we have that goes around the frame. It's like a cushion to protect it just in case they go forward. But I have to say, my daughter's 7 now, and we've never had to use that. So their bodies their bodies figure it out, So you'll be in the journey with your granddaughter.
Yeah. So Joan, you're not getting out of a demo.
No.
She hasn't been able to do stuff without leaving the bar
That's okay.
very long, and even every morning she's still really hanging on to the bar a lot, but she's showing up every morning and she's doing it. So maybe you want to just give us a couple jumping jacks.
Hey. Oh my gosh. No bar either. Hey. That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
Right. Now I'm really going to test her. How about around the world, Joan? Stay focused.
That's it. Joan, when you only needed to grab the bar because you looked down before. I think if you would have kept your gaze up, you wouldn't need it. When you went around the world, your eyes were so steady. I always tell people, keep your focus up at eye level. Usually that will fix it. Trust yourself, like 1 finger maybe, or 2 fingers. You're so close, but also give yourself some grace, because I still have people using that bar quite often. It's okay. That's what it's there for. That's why we have it. But yeah, there's a lot. If you find that your balance starts to go, check where your eyes are. See if you can make that connection. Slow the bounce down and keep the gaze at the same level of your eyes as much as your body will allow you to. And then if it won't, pause the bounce until you come back to that place. Yeah.
So I want to point out another one too. Ron does not have MS, but Ron's part of our 6 o'clock group. And everybody take a look at Ron's left knee there, how it bows out. And I mean, obviously he needs a knee replacement if he's too stubborn to go do it.
Hey, Ron.
We don't need a doctor to be a doctor to tell us. But anyway, when Ron started, he was really concerned about his knees because his knees, it basically, is, ready to give out.
Yeah.
But since Ron started bouncing, it's much stronger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we have a knee program, Ron. I'll have to find it for you. Keep at it. It's gentle enough on the joints. You should be okay with it. But your alignment's not bad, actually. When you start moving, it kind of falls into place there.
You should see him jump.
Yeah. That's your cue now.
Yeah. There we go.
I love it.
Ron, how old are you? Are you? Did you just turn 80?
Oh my gosh.
Really?
I hope it was
I
like
thought
that
you were
when
like
I'm 80,
77.
Ron.
Yeah. So you're 82?
23. You're 23.
Hey, you have no idea what you got into there. You really don't.
Can't hear you.
You don't know what you've gotten into here. I'm gonna start crying.
Oh,
This guy,
Hold it closer to your.
this guy is a guardian angel with golden wings. And something that's been forgotten is his wife Bonnie Urshan, another angel with golden wings, who helped nurse him back to get going to build all of this. I retired from We Energies a few years ago. My wife was a nurse at Walks Memorial. She has MS. She's hiding over there in the corner.
Ginger's in the back.
Yeah. And I came home and retired, twiddling my thumbs, wondering what I'm gonna do. And she said, "You're going to my organization, Dan, just keep moving." And I came here and wow, this is the best part of my life. These people are beautiful. They're wonderful. And they see each other's problems and they hug each other and love each other. And I really think God put Dan and his wife on this earth for a reason and gave it to him. And you have no idea what this organization's been doing and like. And boy, if there's anyone out there that wants to volunteer or give some money to this group, this is the best in the world. I've never seen anything like this. And I've seen a lot of other groups. Lions, all of these others. But this is family. These are people are wonderful. And again, you got 2 golden angels, Bonnie Urshan and Dan Urshan. That's why I hope they keep moving forever.
Ron, thank you. And I can also say that, we can provide a place, we can be here for everybody, we can support everybody. But if you don't show up and you don't do the work, we really, aren't helping you a whole lot. So I give a lot of credit for, all the people who show up here and all the people who, we use it, as resources, on the outside, people come in, education, the people who donate and support us. I mean, a thank goes out to everybody. And I think we all can realize after we've been here for a while that this isn't my plan. My plan wasn't to have MS and build this whole thing. I think the good Lord's bringing us together for much bigger reasons than any of us even can imagine. And I think we just got to go with the flow and do what he wants to do. And here we are.
Why don't you tell Dan to get on this Peloton?
I think that's the perfect way to wrap it, Dan.
Yeah, several years of being a complete invalid. And come on, Dan. Come on, Dan.
Come on, Dan. We're just about out of time now. I'll show you a little bit of what Fayth taught us. Yeah. So she usually starts out with warm up and we got to align all this stuff, and everything like that, and then we do these shoulder rolls, we do these things here, and then we start with some jumping jacks and things like that, but And then, one of my favorite ones is the hit workout. So she's got like 6 different exercises that she does in the hit workout. And one of them is just, you take off running like this, and then you start doing some jumping jacks like this. And then, I think she's got some side to side stuff like this, and then she's got some twisting stuff like this, where you twist like this. And then, the butt kicks in, so you gotta kick your butt like this.
God, Dan, this is awesome. I have to show this to my husband. He'll love it.
And then she ends up with, the last one is you gotta run and punch at the same time, so you're going like this.
That's it. I'll get all the anger out.
Yeah,
This is a man who a few years ago couldn't even crawl out of the bed with MS.
I have had my challenges with MS, and everybody knows I couldn't walk for a year and a half, and I couldn't feed myself for a while, but that part's all behind us now, so.
Dan, that was amazing. And you did that while talking, which is not easy at all.
I don't know how you guys do it.
That was incredible. That was really incredible. You should feel so proud. Thank you.
It's thank you, because it's your program that I just did.
You all are a really special group. I come across a lot of these organizations around the world, but what Ron said is really accurate. We've had people calling into our office saying, I have MS. Do you think this could help me? And I will refer them to this organization, even though I know where you're located. Some of these people are nowhere near you, but I'll just share the organization with them because they're looking for a community like this. So you're in a really special group. I read all of your newsletters, and I don't read a lot of newsletters I get, but every time I get one of your newsletters, I take time to read it because it's really authentic and really, really from the heart. So keep doing what you're doing, and I hope there's a way you can share more with more people. I want more people to be able to know what you're doing and see this. So we'll try to make that happen. But I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you. You fed my soul for a year and more.
Yeah, thanks, Fayth, and thanks for all you're doing for all of us. I mean, like I say, you have no idea what you're doing for all of us, because even that last program that you just put together as the beginning program, that's the purple one, by the way. But anyway, the 10-minute, 10-minute and, the entry level, type of thing, that I think it's perfect for this group of where we're starting and what we're doing. And today, that same group that started at 8 o'clock did your balance and rejuvenation program, which, I think is, another step up to where are we going and, where can we go? So, yeah.
You all are putting the work in, though. I can't, these pictures and videos of you showing up and doing the work, it is everything. There are so many people who don't do that. So you've got to really give yourself a round of applause. It takes a lot of dedication and a lot of energy. So thank you. You've been a pleasure, Dan. Thank you for getting us together finally. My goal is to come visit you all in person at some point.
You're welcome anytime, and we're going to hold you to it.
You bet. I know you will. Please do. You hold me to everything, and I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. So Roxanne wants to know, how does Roxanne get a hold of you?
Yeah. So what we can do, let's connect on email. Let's find a way to maybe book a one-on-one session. I think that might be the best way to do it. So Dan, if you want to give her my email, my Bellicon one, I'll text it to you. Just share it, and we can book a one-on-one. Have one of the rebounders close by, maybe the one with the extra strong bungee, which is the red clip, and we can do a little one-on-one. I think that would really help.
All of the green ones have the red clip.
Yeah,
we're all on the same page.
Yeah. Let's look at it together.
Mm-hmm. So, any other questions for Fayth? No. Fayth, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being part of our family.
Oh, you all are the best family. I can't tell you. I really want to give you all a hug. So I wish I could be there in person. I hope to be able to do that, and we can really connect and bounce for real. So I can't wait. Write me anytime, Dan. I'll share my email. If anybody has questions that they didn't feel comfortable asking, feel free to send me a message. You can email me, and we'll connect. I can't wait. Keep on bouncing. Keep moving.
Yep.
Right. Love you all. Have a lovely day. I'll see you soon.
We love you too.
Bye.
Yeah, disconnect. Yeah. And you want the